The second best-selling Lexus currently is the NX, slots just below the RX. In so many ways, the NX is what the RX used to be. The RX has just become enormous in the past, 5 generations now? So we're on the second generation NX. We still get improvements year over year with the NX. So we're going to go over all the improvements of the 2025 model year, and they're pretty exciting. Guys, if you're excited for the Lexus NX and Overtrail models, it getting a little lift kit and all this small improvements, make sure to smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe. I'm not entirely sure what Lexus plans on unveiling for the rest of the 2024 calendar year. I think we could get a new IS, or should I say a one last refresh for the gasoline model. We can also see the 3-row TZ be revealed alongside the BZ5X, which both of those are supposed to be built in Kentucky. But in the meantime, we got some nice updates to the NX here. We're going to go over all of them, but let's start with the images. They call this, this is the exclusive Overtrail model, and this paint color looks to be the exact same that we have on the new GX Overtrail. It's called Earth here in North America. They call it in Japan, they call it Moon Desert. I think Earth is probably a more apt name for it. Let me know down below if you like Moon Desert or Earth better. But we got 18-inch wheels here. We have non-paint matched overarches for the wheels to make it a little bit more rugged. We have a matte black grille, completely matte. We got the triple beam LEDs, which are almost like a quad beam nowadays with this light over here. We have blacked out roof rails, blacked out window surrounds, blacked out side mirror garnish. Typically this is chrome here. The handles are also blacked out as well. And if I didn't mention the 18-inch wheels with the more all-terrain like tires, yes, those are blacked out too. If we look at the back, the rear, all the garnishes back here are blacked out as well. And this is on the NX 350H. Supposedly you'll be able to get the Overtrail on most trim levels, but all we have right now, this whole press release, is from Japan. So I would expect 80-90% of what I discussed today to transfer over to the North American market, and probably, I don't know about the European market if they would offer Overtrail over there. There's a strong possibility though. Also, they have this new interior, and in Japan they're calling this monolith. I mean, maybe that's something you could explore and find when you're off-roading this Overtrail model. And this is only the second Overtrail model we've ever seen, the GX 550 of course being the first. So this is actually a big surprise for me. I didn't expect Lexus to keep coming out with Overtrail models, and in fact, if they're going to do this, they better give the LX 600 an Overtrail model as well, give a better approach and departure angles. I could care less if they put it on the RX, but they probably will. And yeah, I think this interior is pretty okay. I'll just say that. It's kind of like this two-tone black with this dark earthy brown color. And then you have this nice herringbone wood, which looks amazing. I'm a big fan of wood on the interior, so I wouldn't mind getting this Overtrail just for the nice accents on the inside. Now, I'm not a big fan of dark interiors, but wood is a dying art in Lexus cars. I talked about this when I reviewed the new GX. There's no wood anywhere, which is surprising. Here's the NX with an Overtrail getting some nice wood accents, and the GX, which is a much more expensive vehicle, not getting any wood accents. Maybe I'm just too old school. Do you guys like wood in your Lexus vehicles? Let me know down below. Also, coming this year is Sonic Copper. That's what it's called over in Japan. Here it's called Copper Crest. I saw an RX actually this morning taking my kids to school, RX with this Copper Crest color. I think it looks good on the RX. I'm sure once I see it in person, it'll look good on the NX. We know it's also available on the LC as well. We have the paint matched wheel arches here. This is more of a luxury build compared to what we saw earlier with Overtrail. This is also a new interior color. I believe they just call it white. Again, you have the option of some shadow wood up here. It looks really nice. And yeah, I think I like this quite a bit with the little chevron patterns down there on the interior. And check this out. We have this caramel color. I'm not sure exactly what they call this over in Japan. It looks like caramel to me. but it's an F Sport. So you're able to get F Sport with this caramel interior. Looks pretty nice. I think they added some accents last year, like the glove box opening, as well as the center stack accents where your knees come in contact, as well as around the shifter. They all added that to be paint matched or color matched. Not paint matched, but color matched with the interior. And this is F Sport as well, since it has the aluminum accents there, which look pretty nice. But you can also get this caramel color on, let's say, luxury models too. But that's it. That's all I have for the images. So I'll play some B-roll for you guys while I go over all the additional improvements, because there's quite a few. I've just gone over the pictures, but there's a lot more going on underneath the vehicle to make it better than ever before. So this model has already been revealed and released in Japan. So apparently it's on sale in Japan as of today, February 29th. They've sold the NX in 90 countries and regions. A total of 1.42 million have been sold. And globally, their hybrids, including the plug-in hybrid, exceeds over 56% of their total sales volume. In order to improve the direct feeling of steering wheel operation and realize driving as you wish, we added braces to suppress rear body deformation and improved body rigidity. At the same time, the suspension tuning has been refined through extensive driving, achieving a high level of ride comfort. And in pursuit of a comfortable drive in which the driver feels a sense of oneness with the car, we, Lexus, have improved driving control on the 450h Plus, the 350h, as well as the 350. Sorry, NX 250s. So they've improved the performance at the start of driving in order to achieve smooth starts and linear vehicle speed control in response to accelerator operation. The front and rear torque distribution was reviewed for the NX 350. The noise and vibration specifications of the body system and engine suspension system have been reviewed to improve interior quietness as well. We're going to touch on the Overtrail now, but despite Overtrail getting introduced, it looks like they're actually improving the trail mode, right? Because there's a button around the shifter that shows like a little road with some trees. So they've improved that trail mode on all models that have all-wheel drive, and that would include the hybrids as well. But of course, that applies to the Overtrail. And equipped with adaptive variable suspension, or AVS, tuned for Overtrail, it works in conjunction with trail mode to suppress the shaking of the occupant's head while driving on uneven roads, achieving stability and comfort when driving off-road. So I would assume that they're able to soften the suspension for off-roadiness. You don't want a firm suspension off-road, or at least not too firm. Finally, guys, I know this was a hang-up for a lot of us at the introduction of the NX plug-in hybrid, the 450h. Panoramic moonroof was not available. It's the most expensive variant of the NX, and the panel roof was not available for the first couple of years. 3 years in now, it is finally available. We have a panoramic roof option for the NX 450h Plus. Some new additions are 2 USB-C charging ports added to the center box of the instrument panel on all models, even the NX 250s. You also have additional lighting to the rear outside handle. Previously, it was just on the front handles, and that is on all models too. As a measure to prevent theft and illegal sales, a VIN number has been added to the passenger side under the windshield on all models. And advanced park plus parking support brake has been added to the NX 350 F Sport. Changes to standard specifications, well, again, this is just for the Japanese market, so take this with a grain of salt. But at least on their market, the NX 250 and 350h no longer get the standard 9.8-inch screen. It is now standard 14-inch screen. Hopefully that is the case here in North America. Just include that bigger screen as standard equipment. The GX has the 14-inch standard. The RX does not. So that is quite surprising that it's leapfrogging seemingly the RX having the 14-inch standard, but we'll see when it comes to the United States if they also include that here standard. They've also changed the LED headlamp plus automatic high beams to the triple beams, or what they call the trinocular full LED headlamp plus adaptive high beam system on the 350h F Sport and the NX 350 F Sport. We don't get the 350h F Sport here in the States, but maybe they make the triple beams, the trippies is what I call them, on the 350 standard on the F Sport model. We'll see though. They've also changed some fender arch or wheel arch color combinations for the NX, but again, we'll see what that's like in the United States. They've improved the Qi wireless charger. And lastly, the Overtrail comes on the 450, 350H and the 350, not on the 250. It has 15 millimeter higher than standard specification ground clearance. So is it really going to be that much better off-road? No, the driver is going to matter way more than that extra 15 millimeters. But what is 15 millimeters in inches? It's like nothing, right? It's 0.6 inches higher, like that high, that much higher. No one would ever be able to tell with the naked eye, I would assume. So there you go. Here is the new NX Overtrail. Are you excited for it? I think the color is pretty cool. I like the new interior options as well with this monolith. I also am a big fan of Sonic Copper Crest making its way into the NX too. And yes, just small improvements for the handling, and the noise and vibration is going to go a long ways as well over time. But guys, make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss any upcoming Lexus news dumps, because I will offer it here, of course, on the channel for you. I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.